You've heard about Substack, but you just thought it was a newsletter or another thing that you had to do. Well, today we're talking about all things Substack, what it is, what it isn't, and how you can use it to really boost your business. And today we're also going to be talking about all the tools that Substack provides for free and how to actually use the toolbar when you're creating content over there. Stick around as we start the Monetize Your Mission Mastermind for Thursday, June 4th, 2026. Hey, it's 2 o'clock and we're ready to start. So, welcome once again to the Monetize Your Mission Mastermind for Thursday, June 4th. And today we are going to be talking about all things Substack. You may have heard of Substack in the past and thought, nah, I just can't do one more thing. But let me tell you about the ins and outs of Substack and why I am such an acolyte for having people get over there and start creating content, putting up their publication, and just really using the platform in the way that it was intended. First off, one of the big reasons I love Substack is that it's free. And if it's free, you would think, it's not going to be providing the things that you want it to provide. And it's okay. Deb hopped on and then she hopped off. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you, because show and tell is always better than just showing. So share screen and come over here and just share this. All right. So what you're looking at is my Substack. And the Substack is this is the publication side. There's two sides to Substack. There's the publication side, and then there is the social media side. And the reason that this is so cool is that you have an opportunity and a space to create long form content, but you also have a built-in audience because every time you publish something, it goes on the feed. And people that follow you get to see what you're creating over on your publication side. And then people that subscribe to you get that information sent to their email box. So there was a question in our community, the Substack U World Order over on School, and we'll be sure and share those links later, where they're like, is it better to be a subscriber? Is it better to be a follower? Well, it's really up to you. So if you want to follow somebody, you're gonna let's just go over to the home screen and I'll show you how that looks. You can click on these three little dots and then there's an option to follow. In this case, I already follow Tracy, so we're not going to unfollow her. But usually you'll get given an opportunity, like they'll suggest people for you to follow. So I'll just follow all these people randomly because I'll just get to see what they're doing. And I believe that, the more people that's in my feed that I can talk to and have conversations with, the better. So Meg Kelly, let's see, am I subscribed? No, I don't follow her and I'm not subscribed to her, but this algorithm thinks that I might enjoy what Meg has to offer. So I'm going to follow her for right now. If I chose to subscribe to her, then I would get all of her content in my inbox. And then let's go, let's go look at Isabel's publication here. And I'm going to show you something that's super cool. And most people don't realize this about Substack. But if you go over and you click on your icon in the upper right-hand corner and go down to Manage Subscription, and this is specific to this subscription, not all of the publications. So you can decide how you want the notifications to come for you from this publication. So each one of these is a different section that Isabel has on her publication. So I can get emails for all of the sections or just some of the sections or none of the sections. And this is where you can go to unsubscribe as well. But I love Isabel's work, so I am just going to hang in there with her. I just wanted to show you what that looked like. Okay, so other parts about the the social media side, you'll notice that my button here is green because Isabel's her branding is around this color. So you can make your publication and your social media profile all match up. So let me go over here to home one more time. And I'm going to talk about actually creating notes because notes is the thing that drives followers and subscribers. It's the biggest mechanism for getting a growth and opportunities happening on your Substack and in your school communities if you have a school community, but mostly it's just for how to get visibility out there. You can program your notes to be scheduled for the future, and it's really simple to do that. Um, So I'm going to just put a random thing in here. And then I'm going to click the little calendar down there and I can schedule this to show up for later. So we'll schedule this for 3 p.m. today, and I'm going to show you how to delete them and find them again. So I've got this note scheduled for later today at 3 o'clock. So if I want to adjust that or make changes to it, I just click on a new um, like I'm making a new note, and then I come over here to drafts, and I can see all the drafts that I have scheduled. And this is the one that I want to delete. So I'm going to actually just look at it first. If you want to change the time, you just click on the time, and you can remove it from the schedule, and then you would reschedule it. You'd pick the different date or time, and then you reschedule it, and you'd click save. Or you can add a prediction market to it. And I'm going to reschedule this for later today so I can delete it. Schedule. And then I'm going to click on that again and go to drafts again and go down here and find it, and then click these three little dots, and then I can delete it. Okay, make sense to everybody? Oh, great. All right, so the next thing that we're going to look at is behind the scenes over on posting. I'm gonna tell you the sequence and the things that I love about Substack on top of the fact that it has a built-in audience. And the best way to take advantage of this audience is to create video content that is around a podcast-y sort of format. And you create a podcast on Substack by creating a section, and that section can be, as a podcast, can get syndicated out to Apple and Spotify and all the podcast places, as well as going out as a video to YouTube, and Substack will make you shorts. So if you look over in your posts that you've already created section, so you go to your back office and you click posts, and these are my published posts. And so say I wanted to share this latest podcast episode that I did. I go down here and we click on the share assets from the three dots to the right. And then you will see that images are made for you. And because this is a video post, I do not have the option to create a video from the content, but this is something new that has been created. And hold on just a second. We're going to go look at something that is not a video, which would be this one. And this is a post that I did all about highlighting stuff. And you can share this as a video. I'm going to show you what this post looks like, that it's not actually a video right now. See, it's just an article and it has an image in it and it has some highlighting. I like to use my brand colors, but I decided to use yellow in here too. And then I have a pin in here. We're going to talk about all these pieces in just a minute. But because it is not a video, I have the option to create a video so that I can share it as a video. So what you do is you highlight a chunk of text and then it will convert it into a video. So I'm just going to highlight some. See, it says use this text. So I'll click that. And then pretty soon, and then we're going to pick an AI voiceover, or you can record it yourself. You can also edit the quote or change the voice. I think it's almost done here. So just give it a couple more minutes. All right. We'll come back to this in just a minute in order to keep this oh, there it is. All right, so we're going to play it. It's 15 seconds. See? And it's the perfect shape to share on Instagram, but you could also throw it into Canva and make it longer. You could add some graphics to it. You could share it on YouTube if you could make it longer like these. Or you could take one of these images that are here and throw it into Canva and just add this video to it. So then it becomes a video that's longer shape. Like you could take this image here and add this video right down there in that little spot. And then it becomes a Facebook story and an Instagram story and a YouTube short. And when you make video posts, Substack will make you, I'd have to edit this one. So hold on, let me edit this one to show you how to make these. If you go over here to clips, you can make clips of your episode. It will make it for you automatically when you first post it. But if you just highlight what you want to have as a short, like I'll just do this. Okay, so we want to make that, and then we want to, we want to click on the layout, and then the layout, we can make it vertical, but it doesn't look very good vertical usually if you have it fill, so you can just have it do that. So it squishes everything in. If you've got two people side by side, that's usually the best way to do it. And then you can download the clip and then share it wherever you want, or you can just click share to notes and it becomes a note. There, we'll just leave it like that. Now we have a note. You can also get the transcript right here and just download it as a text format. So you can copy it and have AI help you create a longer form piece of content around your video. And this is where if you can connect it to YouTube and have it auto upload there, and you can put your description and your name and figure out what you want for visibility. I always highly recommend you put it in there private or unlisted so you can go back into YouTube and set it up so that and then you could publish it will automatically publish to YouTube unless you tell it not to. But it'll also give you the option to share it as a podcast if it's in a podcast section. Um, and then you can add a thumbnail image to it you just click thumbnail and you upload the image that you want. And other settings that you can go through. This is where you would find the YouTube setting. You can also have it automatically post your shorts over on LinkedIn. And you can download your video if you're recording it live over here or you're recording it in the studio over here. You may want to save it and then you may want to add some stuff to it and then upload it in other spaces. But this is the basics of that part of creating a video over here. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the toolbar. When you're creating content on Substack, you're given a whole bunch of options, and a lot of these are really new. So you can have your text as normal, superscript, or subscript. This is brand new also. But let's just start over here with style. Style is to decide whether you want normal text, a heading, or normal text. I have to move stuff around here a little bit. And the thing about headings and content is you want to make sure that you have no more than about 300 words in each section between headers. And you only want to have one H1 header per post, which is which is the title. H1 is a title header. Oh, the podcast section. Deb, you want to unmute and ask me this question because I don't really understand it.
Yeah, so I had hopped, well, anyway, um I'm three questions away now. But what I was kind of hoping for today is I did a video with Laura and Jason for the summit on
Uh-huh.
school,
Yep.
and I'm sure there's a heck of a lot of things I could do with it. And so I'm kind of here looking for ideas. And unfortunately, like the first thing is I can't find the darn thing on my computer. Like I've downloaded the video from school and now I can't find it on my video. And I know this is about Substack, so if this is a tangent.
You know what? Let's do this because that's what the
Oh,
mastermind's all about. It's
yay!
like making this practical. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and you share your screen and let's put it up here and we'll use all the bells and whistles and play with all the stuff. And so it's a real
Oh,
live example, okay?
okay, great. So let's see. Actually, I'm going to stop sharing for just a second. Let's see, share and then stop share. So, I guess I'll start here.
So
Uh, uh,
you're going to want to create a video post.
so,
Oh,
okay.
so
So
here you
first,
go.
I actually
Download.
need to be able to find it once I've downloaded it. I
Okay.
may have downloaded it before, but I'll just go ahead and download it now.
Okay.
Um, and so at this point, it's here, but I don't know where. Like I've come down to Finder,
Uh,
um, and Recents, but I
can you
don't know
go
where to
to your
go.
downloads up there where the little arrow and it's still downloading, but over there,
Oh, it's still downloading. Oh, this
yeah.
that wasn't there before. This is the first
Well,
time it's
it's
popped up.
completed and it says live today is the title of it. So you can open
Oh,
that
no,
file.
that's something else again. That's this, which I downloaded earlier. But
And recording.
Are you,
We're recording. Excellent. We are so thrilled. Um,
um,
for us,
can you
going
right
down
click on this and see if you can't just download from there?
and getting ready for the Coaching Evolution Summit.
okay, I'm sorry. Download on.
Just right click on your mouse,
Uh-huh.
save video
Save
as,
video as.
and put it where
Oh,
you want it.
well, that
And
was easy. Okay.
okay,
I've got it where I want it.
so now we're gonna go over to Substack and we're gonna create a
Okay.
video post.
Okay. Oops.
Oh, I'm really excited that you decided to do this. Thank you so
I
much.
know. Me too. Me too. Okay,
Okay,
so
so what we're gonna want to do, yeah, yours is probably gonna go faster than mine normally does.
okay.
Um,
So I do your recording studio's here, so I don't
so
need that.
you don't need that. That is if you wanted to record like you were gonna record on Zoom or record on school. That's where
Mm-hmm.
that all that stuff happens. See up there where it says choose a, yeah, go ahead and do that.
Okay. Do, 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 do. What did I do? What did I call it? Coaching Summit. That's it. Looks like the file is empty.
Okay, you can hit Control J, just click OK. Hit Control
Control.
J
Okay.
and
Oh, it looks like it still might be
just
loading though.
drag it, click and drag over to where it says drag file here. Mm, no, it didn't.
Is that because it still looks like it's downloading?
Oh, yeah, it could very much be that. Um,
But I wonder if this is it because I think I might have tried it before. I tried it before a couple of times. So maybe AF. I wonder if this is it. Okay, let's go back. Mm, And you said Control J?
yeah, just hit cancel first, though.
Oh, thank you. Control J. And I think this might be it. Please only drag files. Okay. Please only drag files.
I don't.
Oh, does that mean those are files that are that the file that I was trying to drag is not a drag file?
It, I can't see what you're dragging. Can you go over to up there at the top?
Okay.
I think where the little hamburger menu is over on the right, the far right of your browser tab.
Wait,
All the way over,
this
all the
right?
way over. Yeah, all the way at the top and over to the right. I'm trying to find your downloads. So I
You know,
can,
it looks like it's still downloading.
oh, that one is definitely still downloading.
But if I go here, because
Yeah.
I know that I tried to download it before, and it doesn't, it just looks like it never downloaded. But for whatever reason, it's doing it now. And it looks
Okay.
like I've got quite a bit of time left. So, well, at
Well,
least now I know where it is. Um, sorry I wasn't ready to jump in with that one.
well, we still have time, so give it a few minutes, and then when it gets done downloading, yell at me. And in
Okay.
the meantime, I'll show you what to do with it because I um hold on, let me share my screen. Share. So what you're going to want to do, in fact, I'm just going to go over to where I published I don't think I downloaded mine. Well, I created a video about this too. So
I
let's,
figured you might have.
but I interviewed them on my, I did a special for them, a Monetize Your Mission special. So
Hmm.
over here, I picked the Monetize Your Mission Mastermind section, and then I uploaded the video, and then I went over to that clips thing and I got the
Hmm.
transcript. So I just would come over here and click these three dots and you download the transcript as text. Okay.
Hmm.
This is the next step. And then I put it in AI and I told AI that knows me and knows how I like to put these sorts of things out to create an article for me. And then we have a few discussions about what the title should be and what the this section should be. The subtitle is actually what gets picked up with Substack as your SEO description. So it's really
Oh, interesting.
helpful to have keywords in the title and also in the subtitle and also in the URL of the post. So the big thing here is the Coaching Evolution Summit.
Hmm.
And then I highlighted the summit, and I have a picture of the summit that I got from Jason's website, Jason Laura. They
Hmm.
put some graphics together for us, but otherwise,
Hmm.
you could come up here and you click image. And when you click this image, you can upload it. You can use stock photos, or you can have AI generate an image for you. So those are all your options under the image category. And then again, you're going to want to make sure that you've got headers in there so that it keeps it broken out. And you might have to have a little discussion with AI about the angle that you want to put this article together because it came back and
Hmm.
you see Laura's name is misspelled. I can just like change it right here. Um, you what you want to do is make sure that it's talking about the summit and about your presentation, not what your presentation is.
Hmm.
Do you see what I'm saying?
And yeah, so you're saying instead, so like the title of mine is something about, I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's like desire, creativity, this, that, and the other thing in your
Uh-huh.
business, right?
Right?
So that's the title. And but the actual talk itself is about, you know, the idea that like creative energy and sexual energy are the same thing. And so I would want to talk to AI and say, the subject of what I'm talking about is this. The bigger context of it is the summit. Is that what you
Yes.
said?
Yes,
Okay.
you're trying to get people to go to the summit and to your specific workshop, not to have them AI create the workshop for you in this article, because that's what it tries to do.
Right.
Well, it tried to
It
do that
it
for
it
me.
it tries to be so helpful.
It does. Sometimes not so
You
much.
know, I one of these days I'll have to write a thing about like, the similarity between when when you don't give good directions and for AI, it just sort of does what it thinks is going to be helpful. And if you don't
Just like
actually talk to
sex.
your lover, they're gonna do the same thing. They're just gonna do what they think is gonna be helpful.
And then you end up wandering in the weeds, wondering why it didn't work so well for you. Yeah, I think you're onto something there.
So maybe I'll add that into my talk, actually. That's kind of funny. I like that.
I like that too. I like that a lot. How AI and your lover are the same.
Have
Okay,
you trained is your AI trained the same way your lover is? Badly.
exactly. All right. So you're going to want to do some call out boxes. I love these gray call out boxes. And you'd get that by going over here to the insert quote space. And you can do a block quote or a pull quote, but the call out blocks are just like so distinctive. And within the call out block, you can add a button. So you would just
And
come up
is it
here and
called a call out box?
the gray the gray
Yeah.
space
Right.
is
And where do you find that?
it's called under the quotes thing. It's called the call out box or call out block. And then in there, you can also add a button. So you would create all of this content and then you would highlight it all, including the button, and click the quote button and then the call out box. Okay.
Okay.
You can also bold it by clicking the B. Excuse me, you can do italics by clicking the I. This S with a line through it is cross out. So if you ever want to cross out something that you said and still make it visible, that's the thing you would use. This code button here, you can insert code into your article, but it, it it's best if it's just like a YouTube video, like the watch URL from a YouTube video. It'll post the video in there for
Mm-hmm.
you. But I like uploading videos to Substack as a video post more than inserting a YouTube video into the post because it it gives you all those other tools like making shorts and being able to use those shorts as notes, which I think is really great. And you can go back later um, once your content gets a little bit older, if you want to resurface it, you can
Mm-hmm.
go back and make more notes, just like I just did with that other podcast interview, um, by
I have
making
a
clips.
so
Go ahead.
I love your words of wisdom here. So I have in my podcast, what I traditionally do is I record on Zoom and then I just have been using the audio.
Mhm.
And so what I was thinking about is, because I've got the video, how much clipping and um, do you do when you post your like, do you just sort of clip where you start talking about the podcast or I'm sorry, is my question clear?
It is. I'm gonna save. I just need to look this really fast to make sure I don't have Laura's name misspelled in more spaces here. Yes. Well, let me do one
And
more
by the way,
change.
it was very helpful to see this.
Okay. Let me update this. And then you have to update again. And don't be afraid to update your stuff. It's not going to send it back out to your subscribers again. That was something that really freaked me out in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And then, okay, so we're gonna go back over here to posts, and I'm gonna show you I'm gonna edit this one again. This is a podcast interview, okay,
Mm-hmm.
for the U World Order Showcase. I don't, because of the way that I start my podcasts, I start it with a hook anyway. So
Mm-hmm.
it's complete. It doesn't need anything else. So I
Mm-hmm.
can upload it as a video. What I do, you'll see here, is I put it inside of a frame, and I do that over on Canva. I have a frame that I've created on Canva, and then I just slide the video into it.
And on Canva, like you go to Canva and you're just like podcast frame, or what do you look for? How did you create it?
I made it, but it's kind of easy. Um, Here it is right here. This is the frame. And what you have to do is this is the frame part and this is the video part. So I keep it, if I get rid of this video, I still have the frame, right?
Mm-hmm.
This I created on Canva as well, somewhere. And you could just, the way to do it really fast, down and dirty, is just to create a landscape video. And then you're going to uh, create an, I think I did it as, I created a background. Um, well, I think you're going to have to put an element in there. So you're going to have to do like a shapes, and then you're going
And
to,
the template that you started with is actually called like landscape video.
yeah. Um, I don't know if you could find a template, and then I would make this my background color. And then you can add a banner in here that is the name of your podcast. And then you're going to want a second square in here that goes all the way
Mm-hmm.
across. You're going to want this to be white. And you're going to want it to um, be wherever you want your video to be. And you need enough space that you can slide your video in there, your Zoom video in there. So it gets rid
Mm-hmm.
of the black on both sides of it.
Mm-hmm.
You want this to be white. Yeah, you want it to be white. Um, and then you want to save it as a transparent file. Um, and you want to save it as a PNG. And then you want to save it as a transparent background. It will get rid of this here, this
Uh-huh.
part here. Um, and so when you bring it back up, it it should come up with that section as being blank. So when you slide the video in, and you
Mm-hmm.
can you can leave some little um borders in here. Like I think I put a line between the two of us or not. It's whatever you want to do. But if you do that, then this part ends up being blank.
Mm-hmm.
And um then you upload it again, and then you make that you import your video in, you upload your video and you put that down here in the drag or drop media section.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just run this out as long as you need for it to cover the whole video. Make sense?
Yeah. So you basically, I don't think, does your podcast have music?
No. It does on Captivate,
Mm-hmm.
because I have some music that I put on there, but you don't need music with yours. And it's better not to have music on it because some places get all crazy about having music and
Hmm.
copyright stuff. So unless you actually own the copyright music or you're downloading music off of YouTube, which is I think how I got the music on my podcast to begin with,
Yeah,
then
I think I paid for it a million years ago. Um, like when I first started, I did it. But like I love the idea that I could just pop it in and, like that's way less editing. And
yeah,
it like yours looks so good.
I, it's so simple. And it's just all of this is Canva.
Right.
And
Yeah,
then
well,
you
I
can get
mean,
the clips and they can be vertical or horizontal. And it automatically can go out to Spotify and Apple and Zoom and all the places. And then on the settings part, you make sure it goes out to everyone. But down here at the bottom, you can do the episode metadata. And
mm-hmm,
if I were using this, I would put, episode whatever, 620 or whatever, and season, and then the SEO options. Um, Remember how I told you that the subtitle becomes the SEO description?
mm-hmm.
That's where they're picking this up from. This also gets your post URL. They'll tell you this before it's even published, so you can grab that and go back. And if you put a Pinterest pin in here, you just click the pin or the image and you click the link button and you put that
Wait,
link in there.
wait. I didn't realize that it actually that this is all on Substack.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. I mean, cool.
And then you can have different calls to action. And I'm going to show you the templates part. And here's the big warning about creating templates. Um,
Okay.
I'll just show you. You name the template and then you put whatever you want in here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you can add an image, like my signature
Mm-hmm.
is a template down here at the bottom. So when I get ready to end these, I just come down here and I click template signature.
Mm.
And then I decided to do something else. This next part is also a template, which is a call to my community.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and to reserve your audit. And then I added this in here as a picture to my community. And then I made a block down here. This is also the bio block box. And so I just typed all this out and I made a button so people could join the community, the U World Order. And I did the call out block.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I just click bio box, it shows up down there. You could put an image in here
Okay.
if you wanted of you or whatever you want. Um, but creating the templates makes putting the post together so much faster.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
these,
so it look so can you tell me again, like, so you had your signature block, you had your join the community block, you
Mhm.
had your and it looks like the visibility is not just about being seen is separate than the join the community block. Is that accurate? So like,
down here, this
mm-hmm,
the signature is one block. This call to action is
okay.
one block. This image is one block.
Mm-hmm,
And this bio box is one block.
mm-hmm.
There's one template. Each of those is a
Okay.
template that I've got over here. And I've got a couple CTA templates. and a couple PS templates. Like I have a PS to join the community and I have a PS to join the Substack Setup Intensive. I have a couple of these different subscriber boxes. Like this is paid subscribers. This is probably subscribe to subscribe to the Monetize Your Mission Mastermind podcast. This is a subscribe to the regular podcast. This is a subscribe to Substack. I think this is the subscribe to Substack because it's a call to action to subscribe to Substack. So different sections could have different calls to action based on that section,
Hmm.
and you can set a template up for it so that you're not always scrambling. Before I used to like wonder, oh, what am I going to do for this call to action? And then I'd have to go get the call to action and come over here. And then I have to go search for the image for my signature. And it was just like a lot of searching around rather than just like all of these templates are already set up. So when I go to post this stuff, it's just like get the content, do the calls to action, do the buttons, get the image, make sure that the settings are all right, and then it can go out. You can either schedule it for later or you can send it out right away. Does that make
Cool.
sense?
It does. It does. And I feel like I've now got 16 million new things on my to-do list, which is classic. Talk to Jill for 5 minutes, add 20 things to the to-do list. However, the things that I have actually completed off the to-do list make life so much easier. So, um, it's funny. It's like there's the setup, and then there's the update, and then there's the additional update. And, as you said, Substack and school are constantly changing. And so, it's probably, I imagine you do this daily and weekly, but I'm imagining, for some, I can imagine trying to scheduling this in on a monthly basis of like, oh, what do I want to update? What do I want to let go of? So,
Yeah, and it's a to me, the reason I love Substack is it makes streamlining all of this super easy. And if you get systems down, it makes the process go faster. And you can do more if you have a system. Like putting up a podcast interview for me takes me maybe 20 minutes. And that's with, creating a Pinterest pin and making sure that I pin it on Pinterest. And then come over here and make sure that it's in here. And then I share it over on school community. And then I we create the thumbnail. And then it's coming up with, the title that we want to use and then the article. And I did want to show you guys how to use that highlighter button. So you just highlight what you want to highlight. I think it's going to drag that. Control Z will also get you back to where you started, for those of you who don't know. And then you just click the highlighter up here and you can do, the traditional yellow, or you can do your theme color, which is how you can get, it's going to be really dark. But for me, that's too dark because I don't have a dark background. Um, or you can make it one of these other colors. I like that lighter color there. Um, but we're going to undo all of that. There. So keep in mind the background that you're using. Um, So people if they have a dark background, because you can choose how you want to um hold on just a second. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
back out of here.
unfortunately, my incredible background wall doesn't necessarily go with my brand colors. Um,
Um it's okay, but people will view Substack. Um you can choose how you want. I don't think you can choose how you want the background. Over on the notes side, I think you can pick how you want your background to be. At
mhm,
one point you could. I don't know that you can anymore. No, it's going to be driven by whatever the the profile is you're looking at.
mhm,
Whereas so so you don't run into the problem of people who have a dark background,
mhm,
um, and then they're having white lettering, and your highlighter is not going to show up well with light lettering versus
mhm,
dark lettering. Like mine is set up for dark lettering.
mhm.
So light lettering would be a problem. Uh, but they've taken that into account so that it shows up the way it should show up.
Hmm.
More questions?
No, my brain is officially full.
How about you, Jen or Kelly? Do you guys have questions, or are you just here for moral support? You can just unmute and talk.
I was trying to find it where to unmute.
Okay.
Um, that was really good information. I really need to get my template set up because I'm like putting all that stuff in there manually at this point, and I haven't worked on that.
It will save you so much time,
It is
Kelly.
going to save me so much time, but I didn't realize it was so simple.
Right? I put it off for the longest time too. The thing that you have to be very, very careful of, and I learned this the hard way, is make sure those links are accurate. I had to go back through like 30 posts that I created because I had a link was broken. And I
Yeah.
didn't know. A friend of mine messaged me. She's like, I found you over here and I'm so excited. And did you know? So,
But even as uninteresting as my posts are, because yours are all, like you have all the headings and stuff, and I don't have none of that done in mine. Like it's just a text and really short article. You've seen some of mine, right? So it's
mhm.
just really boring. But
You can dress them up. They
I know I
highlight
could dress them up.
stuff and
Haven't even tried to, my brain capacity has been next to nothing lately. Okay. But anyway,
it's all
I'm
good.
trying.
And you
So
can go back later. It's not like
And I realize that now. See, I didn't realize that either, that I could go back and actually mess with them later,
mhm.
even though, like, to me, I guess that you want like people's first impression to be, whatever. But I guess there will be some other people that are first impressioning on it if they go back and read it, I guess. That wouldn't be the people that got it as an email, right? But what I was
New
gonna,
subscribers are going to see it.
yeah, well, I mean, yeah, if I change it as Well, it doesn't alert them if you change something. I'm saying like when I send it as an email, the articles.
There's two ways around that. One, you could just do a broadcast email to your subscribers and say, "Hey, I changed it. Now you're going to go look and tell me how you like the new edition."
Okay.
That's
What I was
one
getting to is
alternative.
even as boring as looking as I think my articles are, which is really just text, like a big long text message,
Mhm,
it, people are clicking on them links. And I have had people come and look at my school.
mhm.
So, and I've had a couple people sign up from, that way. So, you know, I'm saying
Hang on,
even
oh,
boredom,
go ahead.
it's still productive. It's doing something. And
Mhm.
it's not like driving a bunch of people there. I mean, I really only have 31 subscribers. So,
That's party.
but I mean, yeah, but I mean, like I've gotten probably like one a week that are coming from there from
That's
my
huge, Kelly.
from my one or two posts because I actually this week so far I haven't put up one. So, um,
Statistically, that's really significant. And hang on just a second, Jen, we will, the transcript will be available over, because I'm going to post this on Substack and I will let you know in the community. But yeah, you can get a copy of the transcript and it'll be time stamped and everything. So you could just throw it into AI and say, make me a list. All right. And Kelly, you're doing fantastic as far as posting and recognizing that you could do more. And if you're getting one new person a week, even into your community with just two posts, that's kind of huge.
well, I mean, I didn't think of it as being huge, but I thought it was at least progress. And so I'm pleased that I could, even get one person a week. It was,
Mhm.
my school is up to 49 people now, which is phenomenal to me too, from just
Mhm.
plain organic, nothing. I haven't done anything to really promote it except for on Substack and in
Mhm.
my emails, I guess, to my people. But I only got three, I guess. I think it's three from my three actually became members. There was some that went over and looked at it but didn't sign up. But anyway,
That's normal.
yeah.
And
Um,
keep sending out your emails.
but my sign up percentage is still at like 49% or something. So of people that come there, and look at it at
That's
school.
kind of
So
crazy huge.
yeah, but I'm not having that many. So you got to look at the whole thing. So like if I have one person or two people say, and one of them signs up and one doesn't, so that's it's
That's
50%.
50%.
So I mean, it is
It
what
all
it is.
counts in the box score.
But anyway, I do want to make it look more prettier like yours. So but I need to set up those templates and kind of get an idea of, you know, how to do that and make it a template. So then when I'm putting that in there, I can go, oh yeah, I need to do this with that and whatever.
Mhm.
And the
It
other
just
thing
makes
I
it
have
so
been
much
doing is
simpler.
trying to add more, um, what are they called now? The link things, like sign up now or,
Calls to action. Those are
yeah,
custom
all
buttons.
those the buttons, I guess that's what they are, the buttons. So trying to make sure that those are like in between each kind of thought in my
Mhm.
thing, my post.
You'll get the most bang for your buck if you try to keep them mostly around just one call to action versus like a different call to action on every section.
Yeah.
Because then
Well, I mean
people,
not different ones, but like I have like sign up or become a what do I have on? So like sign up for my become a member or
mhm, yep,
subscribe there.
subscribe.
Subscribe, that's the word I was looking for. Um, and then the only other one call to action is because I'm trying to push everything to school is at the bottom. If this really resonated with you, come and check out my school.
Yeah.
So, that's really where I'm trying to um push it to school actually. But I still haven't turned on the pay button. And that was one of the things I actually wanted to talk to you about at some point. Is like if I put, on my Substack to pay, and then I have, like you were saying, you have pay on Substack, but those people get a free subscription to your school. Um, I'm still trying to wrap my brain around how to make that work.
You're a premium member, right, Kelly?
What?
You're a premium member under my community,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So come to the June 10th Substack setup intensive and we'll walk you through that part together.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm still trying to really wrap my brain around, try to make it set up. And I know there's like a little bit of a different thought school around it because I'm
Mhm.
B2C and a lot of people that I'm following are like B2B. So there's kind of a different people that you know, people aren't going to be making money from what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help people that aren't trying to make money. So,
Mhm. You're more of a relationship sort of
yeah. Yeah. So I'm
relationship or
really trying to
health
work on that
kind of
and
category.
maybe figure out how to make that be
Yeah.
enticing, I guess. I mean, because I've always had a thought around what I thought I wanted to have in my membership, but I'm trying to figure out how to make that work on school. So I think that's what I'm trying to say. So,
That June 10th. It's
yeah.
it's the perfect space for that, and we will have a good conversation about it.
Okay.
And
Good.
we'll move you in there.
All right. That
No
sounds good then.
problem. All right. Thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, I finally made it in here.
All right. And thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to join the Substack, the U World Order School community, and subscribe to our Substack, heartlifecoach.substack.com. And we'll see you for the next Monetize Your Mission Mastermind next Thursday at 2 p.m. Mountain. Take care.